The split up the house. Intruder in the west wing. They knocking you off. The AP a meal, the book at the spill, just look at the frost. Put all of my whips out, I make the knife look a little awesome. The circle of bosses, pussy you better not cross us. We extra big, her pussy be wetter than faucets. I close my fist, my ice and make an announcement. I raise a brick, make her go hike on the mountain.
She got a young tay on her neck, like blue all the Hondas at the spread. I told her it's nap time with it red.
What's up, Big Boss Free Easy?
What's up, CEO Anna?
We have, we're here.
We finally got here, y'all.
And we're so excited to be with y'all.
Excited. We finally getting you your first episode. And we just gonna kind of keep it easy, right?
Pretty easy, actually. It's a woo for me.
Yes, because big
it is nice outside today, so
beautiful.
Thank you for the sun.
Beautiful, thank you, Lord.
Shining, 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 shining. All of this winning, I've been losing my mind. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna pull it back.
Yeah, so we're finally here.
Like that early.
But I feel like it's authentic. It's us. It's us. So, we're coming to y'all finally, like I said, with your intro episode. We just gonna keep it easy. We're gonna introduce ourselves, tell y'all what y'all should be expecting from the podcast, and just give you a little dips and dabbles about our launch party on 420.
You know what I'm saying?
Be prepared to do a lot. To do a lot.
To do a lot, to grow a lot, to know a lot, to make a lot.
Speaking of growing, do y'all see the plant? Look at the greenery.
On the scenery.
Yo.
Y'all thought we was talking about them. We don't own them.
We don't own them. We still in the background for right now.
Speaking of that, we're also going to be taking y'all to some of the dopest business nooks and crannies right here in the city of Kansas City.
Yes, and today we are officially and on timely at Messenger. If you don't know, Messenger is off of Grand Boulevard. And when I tell you, it's a real vibe, y'all. It's so cute in here.
Such a vibe.
You will, if you follow our page, you'll see snippets of like just different content showing y'all what the inside look like. Yes. We're literally recording a whole podcast here, baby.
And they love us.
And ain't nobody bothered.
And they love us. So we did get here a little after the kitchen closed.
Yes.
But like Bree said, make sure y'all check out our page because we're going to have so much content showing y'all exactly what the Messenger offers for business owners and entrepreneurs like you.
Absolutely.
So let's tell the people who we are.
Absolutely. Well, I'm your big boss friend, Bree Easy. Okay. And I am a local business consultant trying to do a little moving and shaking in the Kansas City streets, helping my business owner friends and entrepreneurs just create, navigate, and operate their business. Aside from that business, I do run a clothing brand that's a legacy store in the memory of my brother called Shops World, which I know you done see big CEO Anna as my brand ambassador before.
And you did.
We literally be doing everything together now. It's kind of crazy.
But you know what? When you align yourself with people who are moving towards the goal that you're moving towards, you think about all the ways that you can really make money and incorporate networking with that person, which really creates like a business culture. Like I have learned so much. So to be at this point and learning from you alongside with you, but also as a student, and now we're sharing this platform. Y'all don't know what y'all in store for.
Y'all don't even know. No, absolutely. For real. I'm waiting on summer inventory right now.
Can't wait.
So that should be rolling out soon. Yes. And I'm telling y'all, I laced the girlies up this time. We got y'all right. We got a new graphic logo coming out. So I'm really excited. And just even to feed off of what you said, like I feel like I even get a chance to learn a lot from you because you in this multimedia game.
Yeah.
Baby talking about PR, she be having it down. I gave her a script the night before. Baby had to remember.
You know what's so crazy? I didn't look at the script till you were like, "You guys know your scripts?" I was like,
right.
I was like, "Oh, that's what was in that email." I thought it was like the location.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm always prepared for like the email with the itinerary.
Absolutely.
But I'm so detail focused, and I need to know exactly how everything's going to work out just for like my levels of stress and my lifestyle. Being a single parent.
Yes. A boy
moms. But I did not know. And so when I looked at it, I was like, hey, if this is really the life that you want, this is your shot. Audition, please. This is your shot. And I nailed it.
You did. It was so lit. So oh my God. And John and Brandon, bro, they do well with directing and just making everybody feel at ease, and just even trying to give us a little bit of encouragement. Yeah, because we get winded and we get tired of saying the same line and doing the same shot.
Like, so what people don't understand is like when the camera rolls, it's a different, like you can sit in front of a camera and talk all day. When it's actually time to record, it's a different feeling, and it's like,
especially for a project, right?
Yeah.
It's like the pressure be on.
Yeah.
Making sure your angles are good, making sure your eyes are wide. Like, everything. It's so much that you have to remember. And then your lines. You got to remember your lines. And
walk at the same time.
Baby, it was windy that day.
I was walking backwards talking. So trying to remember this, walk backwards, not fall, not trip on my own hill. It really, I mean, it was
a lot, but it was great. It turned out great. We'll have deets about that soon. Go ahead and tell us about what you do, Big CEO.
As Big Bring Easy said, I am CEO Anna. I am a multimedia specialist, so I am well diverse in podcasting, as you can tell, public speaking. I have my own platform, 5051 Productions. We're actually in our 7th year this year.
That's where I found you at.
Yeah,
that's where like a long time ago. Yes, exactly. It feels like ages.
Well,
it feels like ages.
I think it was like 5 years. Kobe's 5. Well, Kobe will be 6 this year.
Exactly.
So it was right when I had him. It was the beginning of 2018.
Great. And y'all need to follow.
Definitely check me out.
5051 Productions.
Definitely check me out. I'm on Facebook. Well, they banned all my main pages.
Right, but it's going to be starting back up. So still be looking out for 5051.
Go find me.
This is manifestation at its finest.
And I receive it. So I've got 7 years on board with 5051 Productions. Prior to that, I did a lot in the media field, with modeling and event hosting, speaking. I grew up doing a lot of poetry, so
absolutely,
a lot of that just comes naturally.
And you're so talented. I love listening to your podcast on Spotify. I be like, girl, talking about raw, baby. It's so juicy listening to it.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to. We'll definitely probably incorporate some things.
Yeah,
but you can definitely check me out on Apple and Spotify at POD. There are spaces in between. It means peace, order, and direction. Just a little 10 minutes of your day to get you going.
It definitely will
get you going. Or if you've had a long day. Be careful. Or if you've had a long day, it's a great way to like unwind, gather yourself, and kind of like, feel at home for those last few minutes on your drive home from work. So
I was listening to it when my day was ending, kind of just chilling, kicking my feet up, kind of wrapping up my day, and I was like, "Oh God, I'm just happy."
I love that because a lot of the episodes are recorded within the first 30 minutes that I'm awoke.
Oh, okay.
So to know that people are able to receive it after they've had a 12, 14, 16-hour day, that just really...
Yes, and you have an appeasing voice. So I felt like it was easy to listen to that, during that part of that day. Because I'm like, okay, I'm relaxing. And she on her operator voice. And girl,
I mean,
hey, when y'all tune in, don't say Big Really Easy didn't tell you. Because I told you. She liked it raw. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Y'all check out the episodes. Check out the series because...
I feel like that needs to cheers me up.
You might have these people looking me up like, what's her name?
Oh my God. Absolutely. That's what they should be doing. Period. We almost to the Google phase, baby.
Hey.
The Google phase.
Okay. because me and Bree do this all the time, y'all. And so this is a part of y'all being able to really be in our world, right? This podcast is not only going to really build you as an entrepreneur,
Absolutely.
but it's also going to be a community where you can really relax.
Yes.
In the type of field that we have, the stress levels are high. Even just thinking about today and how, you know what I'm saying? Like we
gunning for the clock.
Okay.
Go like literally since even yesterday.
Yeah.
We be having pre-discussions to plan out what we need to do. And I'm telling you, when that clock gets to rolling,
it rolls.
Baby, it don't even be playing with you. I had to go from this place to that place. She was trying to do stuff on her end. We gotta pack bags. Hair, you gotta prepare for the whole shebang. Oh my goodness.
We're still first level. So like I want y'all to understand that too. Like we don't have nannies, we don't have makeup artists, we don't have hairstylists.
No.
This is us.
This is
and
us.
So when you see it put together,
know that it was a lot of love.
But you can do it too. And we're gonna show you.
Exactly.
We're gonna show you.
I think the most best thing about us collabing together for this even podcast and just even the other events we do, we try to show people
the real.
We're
real about it.
It's like pretty. It's very authentic. It looks cute. We make it look easy,
but we want y'all to have the real.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like going to meetings. I had to go to a meeting at 8:30 this morning,
and we were actually supposed to be here at 7:30.
Exactly.
So overbooking yourself,
it happens
that's like second nature for us now.
But this is why I had to hire CEO Anna as my agent, because that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm at a point where I have grew enough to where I was very stable and consistent with my goals for my business. And now I'm blessed enough to be able to hire people to help me be better in my role, as well as to extend that help to other businesses. Yeah. So that's really the peak of where I'm at.
I will definitely say that's my review.
Whew, it's all glory to the G-O-D.
When you pay for it, you shall receive.
Yes. And I'm getting
working hand in hand, even as somebody who is hands-on with Breathe Easy Consulting, with Chops World, the expansion of knowledge, the growth, the fact that you can say, okay, I know this has to get done, but if I delegate this much to this person, I can give much more to what I'm focused on.
Exactly.
So I love that give and take of our union and our business friendship, because I have got to see myself grow in different lanes that I knew I needed a team to get to.
Absolutely.
You remember when I used to be on Facebook and I used to be like, God, I need a team.
Yeah.
God, I need a team. If you send me a team, watch how I do.
I feel like I automatically have a magnetic connection with people that are like the underdog story of the city. Baby, I automatically just connect with them type of people. And for me, I'm rooting for the underdog every time, especially if they doing what they supposed to do. They praying like they supposed to. They putting their seeds back into the community. They're absolutely focused and consistent. There's no reason why I can't help support. So I feel like passing that baton is so crucial to the business world for us. And that's why we really wanted to create Finance Business and Blunts. We needed a hub where we could be moms, wake up in our bonnets, have our little juicy conversation, have someone that can relate to what you're going through in your life, along with the business, being able to collaborate on projects, get paid together.
Somebody that's going to push you. Somebody's going to hold you accountable.
Exactly.
Somebody that's going to say, you got it. Somebody's going to remind you, hey.
Be like, hey, stopwatch.
Don't forget, you know.
Yes.
And I think having that accountability also sharpens your discipline.
It does.
Because in the year 2024, for those of you who know who I am, Bree, I've been on time.
You've been on time.
I've been on time.
And sometimes I gotta trick her a little bit because I know how we operate as moms. Like the last project we did, I was like, everybody come to the parlor at 10. Everybody pulling up at like 10, 10:30, like, ma'am, it's closed. I know.
I was looking
at 11. We're on time, y'all.
and even that, planning that, knowing this is the thing. I feel like in business, right? You'll mesh with people that you know you can see a great product.
For sure.
Right?
For sure.
But not having that compassion, not being an innovator to say, I'm going to schedule everybody to be there 30 minutes early because I know people might be late.
Listen,
you have to be a team player.
We do.
So right here on Bonnets, Business and Blunts, we're going to show you how to be a team player But we're also going to show you how to be the best entrepreneur you can.
Absolutely. And we are going to touch bases on cannabis. If y'all thought we weren't going to talk about weed, y'all might go
They thought we forgot. They thought we
skedaddles.
Cannabis part of the podcast,
yes,
it's still going to be a learning experience.
It
of
is.
Of course, we're going to have our smoke.
Yes, we can even possibly teach you how to roll because I know a lot of y'all that don't know how. Oh, y'all need a whooping. Y'all is buying all them pre-rolls. You see, she's trying to direct her looking over there, but I caught it.
I know how to roll.
We on camera, ma'am. Yes, even just knowing the different ins and outs of proactive weed and sleepy weed. Like it's got to be down to those language terms because y'all don't understand indica and sativa.
Or
y'all don't understand.
Y'all reading on the package,
so
and be like whatever that is.
Proficient and proactive weed versus sleepy weed.
But also to break it down even more, right?
Absolutely.
If you're a procrastinator, if you have insomnia, if you suffer from depression, this is going to be a safe space where you can learn to self-medicate yourself and still be the best entrepreneur you can be.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us don't feel like we have the safe space to talk about things that really help us with things that we didn't know how to help ourselves with.
No, for sure.
I just found out I have ADHD, like high functioning.
I believe it.
But I also...
Listen, okay, so wait. I love all my people. I am a person of very true recognizance, okay? So I be sensing it, but I'm not going to accuse you or push it on you. I'm going to wait till you come to your terms and be like, you know, I kind of feel like, and I'm like,
girl, I've been there.
Oh, really?
Because I have high functioning anxiety too.
Exactly.
But those are childhood traumas that turn into triggers, that turn into emotional disadvantages.
And what are we told? We told to shut up, stop crying,
grow up,
get over
let it go, stop holding grudges.
Oh, we can throw shots together though. That's you know. But realistically, I feel like cannabis has been such a staple for my mental illness. A lot of the things that my family suffer from are bipolar, anxiety, PTSD. I mean, the links go on and on and on. And realistically, I went a real foundation with my medication that I was taking that was helping me with my anxiety, that was helping with my insomnia. It was helping, and it was a foundation for a time. But realistically, I had to wean myself off of it because, as y'all know, if you take any medication to that extent, it's going to come with a long list
of side
effects and things that will scare you,
your body
literally scare you. And realistically, if your body is so immune to it, it's going to stop working at some point. You're going to have to figure out another alternative. So before I weaned off, I made sure that I was like, you know what, we're going to have that, basically what they call a healing session. But I knew it was going to last for a long time. I had to meet a lot of my triggers. I had to meet a lot of my trauma. I had to write down a bulletproof plan and be like, hey, when you start to feel like this, you need to do this. You cannot keep replacing it with weed. So realistically, when I smoke weed, I'm not the typical weed smoker. I'm done. I have 7 meetings or 5 meetings scheduled for the day. I have 3 kids. Baby, we are running from left to right to front to back. There's no way. Yes, there's no way I'm taking no nap for no 4 hours or going to go pig out with my kids and eat a whole bunch. Like, we have things to do. So realistically, it's obtainable. That's what I really want to teach, if anything, especially for the ones that are surrounding people that are weed smokers and tend to, you know, talk down on you a little bit because they don't know, you know, because we really don't know. I'm just saying a little high intelligence won't kill you.
We're located in the state.
Yep, Missouri. Absolutely.
But I'm from Michigan.
And a lot of my family is Cali, KC bound. So I'm a little bit of, we call it KCLA.
Period. So we both are originated or have family that's originated from states that are also legal.
Exactly.
So we'll be discussing different places that you can purchase your medicinal needs and your recreational use needs.
And some of the best places to go too, because you do want that hospitality when you go, especially if you already dealing with the stigma of everybody making you feel bad for what you do. You do want to go somewhere where they kind of like educate you and make you feel loved and be like encouraging, because a lot of the locations I've been to, if anything, they put me on more
welcome.
information.
They're like, oh, what do you like?
Exactly.
Let me show you this.
I'm telling you. So just be in a mindset to go by either yourself or go with someone that's supportive.
Yeah.
Because some of these things can solve,
your
insomnia.
Business bud.
Exactly. Your business friends.
We're business buds.
Business buds.
Well, we do business and buds.
And we just made a handshake real quick. I'm so excited about this little handshake, baby, because we was talking about it and we didn't have nothing.
No, because we wanted like our own little that ADHD.
She be forgetting, yo.
You see, I was a little.
She was like, I'm a little rusty, but she gonna get it.
We only practiced
gonna be
it
solid.
Twice. We only practiced it twice. She just showed me.
It's gonna be solid.
She just showed me. No, but the other thing that I was gonna say is that not only will we be putting y'all on to places where you can visit and get your own products, but we will also have merch.
Yes, we will.
So
yes,
y'all. For this ride, y'all. I'm excited.
I'm gonna give you a little sneak. We are currently working on our own rolling trays. So that's gonna be lit. That's gonna be lit.
I thought you was gonna tell them the other secret.
I'm sorry.
What else though?
Gotta keep y'all tuned in.
But
and
definitely,
speaking of,
definitely be looking out for the rolling trays. The other merch that I was gonna talk about is the bonnet. So I'm a lot girly,
and I wear my wigs and sew-ins and stuff, but I still wear a motherfucking bonnet, okay? So bonnets are important.
They are.
And so do the melting bands, to snatch the
all of it.
What lace?
I know a lot of people are like, okay, we get the business. We get the blunt. But what about the bonnet?
And the bonnets is honestly it's kind of like a analogy or a symbol also, just to reiterate that we lax. We real people.
We're moms.
And we're going to come to y'all with regular conversations like when we start in our morning and them kids is hollering and we trying to start our business day, but the kids don't want us to be great.
Yeah, because they think that just because we up.
And they trying to stay home. Well, shit, mine stay home. They get homeschooled.
Yeah,
they be home.
Mine be gone.
Hey, they almost got me though. Listen, they almost got me because I'm like, that 8 to 10 hours where y'all send y'all kids, that's kind of
I really thought that it was going to be so hard to send Cubby away, but baby, I'll be like,
girl, you make me want to put my hands up and
No, so the guidance part came from the fact that our schedules are so busy. Like we said, we're both moms. We literally live in 2 different states, which I'm in Kansas, she's in Missouri. But it's about a 50-minute commute between our house.
Literally.
And so
we always have to meet like a half point.
And the half point would be 30 minutes. So
30 minutes.
It's the dedication.
Oh my God.
But we started to realize, like, as we started working on more projects, it was like, okay, so now we're understanding like how to incorporate each other's day. And so our free time is usually between 4:30 and 7:30 a.m.
Basically.
When we're still in bonnet.
Basically.
Fresh blunt in the morning.
Literally.
First cup of
wake
coffee.
And bake. Of course, we done thank God. We done gave our kids kisses.
We brushed our teeth.
You know what I'm saying? Brush our teeth. Wipe the little eye boogers out our eyes. You know what I'm saying? We don't just be getting on and getting crazy.
We don't just roll over.
It's just to give you the simple fact and understanding that we real ass people.
Yeah. And real situations. You know what I'm saying? But we're making it work. And we want to show you how to make it work. And we want you to understand that being an entrepreneur and running a business, multiple businesses at one time, because she has 2 businesses. I have 3 podcasts.
Yes.
On top of that, I'm working on my first 2 books
this year.
I'm still modeling and brand ambassador.
Exactly.
So, a lot of people are always asking me, Anna, how can you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it? And I used to ask you, like, show me the game.
And when I be like, God, because it's Houdini.
God in the calendar.
Literally what it makes you feel. Like, God is so miraculous.
Yeah.
The amount of energy and the less amount of sleep that I get, because realistically, when you in the grind, I be trying to tell people, you gotta wake up, get most part of your day. By the time most people wake up, I have like literally completed a 6-hour shift.
No lie.
By that time. And I'm very thankful for it. I used to complain about being up early and being in my grind mindset, but realistically, that's what it's going to take to get me to the next level and to continue to help the people that I am helping and help them get to the next level. So, like, realistically, I'll never be any type of fake. I'm a weed smoker, baby.
Yeah.
I'm a weed smoker. I started smoking weed actually, like, really young in life. I used to be this one girl, and I wanted to tap in, but people be lurking. And so this is my thing. I'm honest with the people that want to and need to talk to me, but to put it out just on the internet, it ain't none of their business. It's, unless you see it on my page, I'm not gonna initiate. But nevertheless, I started smoking pretty early. I know, like, some of me and my cousins, we had like a little powwow. Okay. Like, we had a little powwow. They was like, we gonna teach you.
Family.
This is true though, because they was worried about that. Yeah. We were outgoing kids, very young. Most of the people in my family, they had a hell of friends when we was young. So you gonna be kicking it, and at the end of the day, at that time, it wasn't legal. So they sat us down and was like, hey, these are the ins and outs. You make sure you know how to roll your own blunt, if you don't just be smoking after people. Like, it's just so many things that I feel like they kind of paved the way for us to not just be like traditional weed smokers. We ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta wait. We not just go slip past that.
Because for real, I'm not on that. I'm not one of them, oh, you gotta match me one, baby. I'm gonna smoke my stuff and you can smoke your stuff. It's okay. It's okay. We don't have to match it. I will enjoy myself by myself.
You can smoke yours and I'm gonna smoke mine.
Exactly. But I don't mind sharing. I like sharing it with good, nice people. Like, we share some.
So aside from the weed smoke though, because we have those people who are like, oh, I don't want to smoke. So they're also going to be letting y'all know about edibles.
Yes.
Like,
we hoping we can get somebody that can do a little kitchen episode with us. Mm-hmm. Like kind of like a bonus episode for real. Because it would just kind of put in that insight of how you can make this stuff at home if you don't want to buy it. Because I mean, most of us can obtain the weed. We just need to figure out how to inject and, you know what I'm saying, make it distribute out enough to where we ain't sleep.
Nor are we salespersons or anybody.
For real.
I just had to put that in.
Yeah, no,
and if you obtain at your own risk and leisure.
Disclaimer. Don't do real drugs. I'm screaming, y'all know. For real. Because when they say that, oh, you do drugs, I be like, but I feel like we different. Why would that make it legal?
I'm like, if you look up what's actually a drug, sugar's a drug.
Trust. And baby, some of that stuff they slipping in that Tyson chicken, definitely druggy. That's what them chickens is doing. That is what them chickens is doing, okay? So, but yes, I think that for a long time, I was the only person in my family smoking weed. Oh, I know that. Yeah. Feeling like the black sheep.
Definitely.
I know that it feels like. Okay. But you know what? I used to shame people, y'all. When I was younger, I used to shame people. Like, if y'all ever had a conversation with some of my older family, I used to go around and be like, you gonna go to hell for smoking that weed. And I know they'd be like, look at your ass. Look at you.
And you know it's so crazy. Oh my God.
I can be honest about that, though. I feel okay. I repented.
When you started smoking, yours was for, like, enjoyment, right?
Yes.
So I think I started because everybody around me, because I was never, like, a person who actually bought it and had it for myself. Like, I didn't really start rolling until, like, right before my father passed away in 2015. And he's the one who showed me how to do it on Facebook, like video or whatever.
That makes sense.
And but after he passed, I was like just trying to deal with that grief and that emotion, and I didn't want to go to alcohol because I knew that alcoholism was on my mom and my dad's side. True. So I'm like, oh, I'll just smoke more weed because I wasn't somebody who was like actually rolling up at home and smoking.
Yeah. Well, okay, so let me really think about this. So when I first started smoking, it was out of enjoyment. Now, at some point, it did become a medication and a necessity for me, and that's why I had to take a break from it when I started to get on. I didn't start to get on actual like meds for my mental illness until I was almost like 19. You know what I'm saying? So realistically, I was smoking probably around like 14-ish. age.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's about normal.
pretty. You know, I mean, I feel like it's pretty early when I
It's
think
normal
about
when you grew
other
up in the
people.
90s.
Yes,
It's normal when you grew up in the 90s.
exactly. And
Because
I mean, like
14
I
is
be
like
trying
high
to tell
school.
y'all, my family is Casey and Kelly bound. Low key, it should have been illegal here. Okay, that's not none of my
It really
business.
should have,
But that's just my observation. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But you know, even with that, I feel like people be like, "Oh, would you smoke with your kids?" Or if you found out your kids smoke, how do you be feeling about that?
I have talked to my kids. Well, I talked to my oldest son about it.
Yeah.
Because
He's 18, right? Exactly.
And I want him to have the relationship with me where he can come to me and talk to me about anything.
Right.
But he informed me that my sibling had already introduced him to it. So it wasn't one of those things where I was mad about it because once again, as a mother,
it wasn't you.
It wasn't me, but I also would have rather it been with family than friends.
This is
because it's so much going on in the world right now.
Yep.
Especially with these teenagers and fentanyl being in everything. And I feel like when we were teenagers, we were so observant because we had to be. We had to know phone numbers by heart. We had to know addresses by heart. These kids have it so easy where they just look at a screen.
Transactional. It's so transactional.
But I would, out of everything that my son could possibly do besides pray to deal with how life is, I would definitely encourage him to smoke. Because I am going to guide and lead by example in moderation. Like he's never in his life seen me just excessively sit and smoke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as he got of age, he realized like, oh, my mom's going to her room to smoke.
That little corner that you be going to, it tells it all.
Smoke. Or my mom's taking a walk around the park.
And smelling like OG.
Right.
Push.
Or coming home and smell like a bunch of perfume. Like,
I
thought you went to work out.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh my God. I remember the first time I used to hide it. Oh my God. I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick, and then we really gonna stay on track. Probably, but it's so necessary. So, on a business tip, the first time I actually smoked when I was working, I was in corporate America.
You were nervous, wasn't you?
Okay, so listen, and it was like my first week into corporate America because I'm gonna tell y'all to be for real. I was kind of shocked that they even let me in there. I was 19. Basically. And I'm like, these people done offered me a salary. I have no degree. I'm in school, but I'm not nowhere close to being done with college, okay? And these people had offered me a salary. I guess they just felt like I was super adequate. And I felt like I was too. So
all right.
I definitely smoked the first week, babe. I smoked the first week.
Of training in the office? What was you thinking?
That I needed my anxiety down.
Okay, I can understand.
I needed my anxiety down. I was fresh on the. Yes, I'm telling you. Because listen, when I went in there for that job, and they told me, they was like, "Yeah, your salary's gonna be about $42,300." I said,
"Me?"
I wanted to ask, like, is this normal for a 19-year-old?
Because baby, it's not. If Jalen came home and told me he was making $50K a year, I'm moving with him.
Commission plans was commissioning. Okay, but I think I smoked for one. Okay, it's the black girl anxiety of being in a super professional environment.
Yeah,
you don't see many of us.
Yeah,
in there. And I was merging to kind of get used to my medication that I was on, so I felt like I needed a buffer, right, to still be me, but not overthink about being me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So realistically, I smoked that first week, baby. They thought I did amazing that week. That's when I knew. I was like, baby, you're the most proficient weed smoker I know.
Smoke that weed and put on that bottle of fuck it.
Yo, I promise you, that first week led to many opportunities for me.
Do you feel like it does that now too?
I feel like now because it does settle me, right? Yeah. I'm a person that is constantly on the go. I gotta think on prompts. Yeah. I'm telling you, even with like my clients, they be needing me to think on prompts, like an AI machine. So I feel like the weed is a settled feeling for me to like do what I need to do, still be me, and get it done professionally. You know what I'm saying? So
I like it to unwind.
Yeah,
Like
I can see
because
that
I'm
too.
always on go.
Yep.
And I'm hyperactive. Like I'm an overthinker.
Yep.
Everything is hyperactive
It
in my
quiets
life.
those thoughts, doesn't
So
it?
it's like
Oh.
once I get everything done, and I can sit back and be like, "That's done. That's done. That's done.
Yep.
That's done. That's done." It's like, all right, let's take a minute. Let's
Yep.
recuperate. Let's gather. Let's sift through the rest of the thoughts so we can write them down
Yes.
and unwind for the day.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
No, I think that realistically, even just in the business world, obviously it has a stigma attached to it.
For sure.
But there are perks to it. You know what I'm saying? Even on the edible side of people that need it for, knee pains and even dealing with their lupus and cancer. Focus. Like, we cannot be dumb to those results and transformations for people that literally have been able to be lethargic to actually happy and active in their life. So from, like I said, from a business and personal perspective, my relationship with it is just fine. And people that are uncomfortable with it, I just allow that uncomfortability to sit with them. Like, it's just on you. But I'm really excited for what we have in store for this podcast, Miss Ma'am.
I am too. Okay.
Look, we didn't even think we was gonna hit an hour.
But I just looked up. It literally said 4:04, so I was like, okay. Before we head out, edible preference: sweet or savory? You like candy edible or you like real food edible?
So I'm greedy because I'm big per energy. Like, I be hungry. Any of my friends know I be hungry. So it's kind of hard for me to decipher if I like one or the more.
And
I like both of them. Yes, and I'm like, man, if you ain't never had no infused wings.
So I haven't, and so that's what I was going to say. But I'm not a wing.
That'll change the game for you.
Person. I leave the meat.
Yeah, but get a pizza. Infused pizza.
I love pizza.
Girl.
I have had a liquid marijuana drink from Debo's Seafood in Memphis. They had a liquid marijuana. And that was my favorite one. Of course, I've had tons of edibles from Michigan, so I'm always able to go home. I think my favorite thing that I had was like a Hershey's cookies and cream. Ooh. But I did have some infused Kool-Aid. Like the cherry Kool-Aid that the elbow used to go with.
Yeah. Extra sugar. It
was fire. It was real fire.
Yeah. No, so see, when I think about the sweet parts, I used to sell actually.
Let me find out. I'm sitting next to Papa.
I used to listen. Okay, so there was this dude. We had a connection, and I used to help him sell his brownies, and they were infused. And he was an approved grower for Missouri, so no shade, no disclaimer here, baby. We good.
And no name dropping.
Yes, and no name dropping. But he made some fire s'more brownies, Reese brownies. Oh my God, yo! I used to sell out of those things so quickly, quickly, huh?
I need you to send me a recipe.
But anyways, so them things used to be a hit. And if anybody remember them brownies, remember them instructions I used to give y'all, a little piece go a long way. And the stories that I used to hear after people eat them brownies.
We should do that.
Oh my God, story time about those?
We should do a story time with edibles. Yeah. A before and after.
We gonna give nicknames though. We'll give nicknames because, man, listen.
This is gonna be so much fun.
I'm sure you don't have some encounters
with edibles,
even in the corporate world, baby.
Oh,
I remember when I figured out my boss was smoking weed. I was like, yeah.
I actually worked for a very popular government business.
Okay.
In this metro area, and. Yeah, it blew my mind. But it made so much sense. After I realized, I was like, oh, well, I can see it because of this and this. But it's so fun because, corporate people, like Fortune 500, big corporate, they don't usually actually, like, smoke blunts or like,
no, they don't.
Woods. They do joints or edibles. And they be so like,
girl, they be tapped out of their mind.
Yeah, really passed out.
Okay, so my boss that did it, he was on some 2 Chainz type shit. And I was not expecting it because he was a different kind of color, y'all. He was a different type of color. I'm talking about when he showed me the pictures of his order, I was like, yo, do you do other things on the side? Because, like, how long does it take you to get through this? You know, because I'm not a person that needs a whole bunch.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not no person to be having, garbage bags in my house. Like, we
You
not
don't
on
need
that
that.
level. We not on that level. But that's what he was on, and I was
I
very
barely got
shocked,
a sandwich Ziploc.
baby. And I'm like, you be coming to work like
Zooted.
baby. When I realized them wasn't allergies,
Have
telling
you
you.
ever got caught by your parents for having you Visine?
Oh my God, no. So I got caught and I just went ahead and told my mama because I'm just one of them people. My mama caught me. She looked at me in the y'all know when the visor of the in the truck. Yeah. All she did was flip that thing down, looked in my face, and I just started laughing immediately.
I was super grown. I was grown when my mom finally was like, I think my mom found out I drank earlier than she found out that I smoked. And so when she first found out I smoked, it was like, you smoke? And I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like so much older.
Yeah.
Like
I can hear it in
20s,
the yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
And
I do.
Straight up project when she talked to her.
Like for four Christmases straight, my mom would send me boxes of different like edibles, different strands to try.
Yeah, your mama legit. I need her number.
She knew I was gorilla.
I'm about to like be an adopted daughter. Like, girl, take me in. Stop playing. It's okay.
Love me.
I will definitely like do your taxes.
I literally called
like
before this. Like, Mom, can you send me another one of them boxes?
I'm just saying, girl. Tell us in the 3.
We'll go back home. You guys will get to travel with us to go to these places. Maybe meet some of these people, but definitely get to enjoy some of the things that we've been talking about.
Yes.
What's an ick of being a business owner? What's an ick for you?
Oh my goodness. So I really didn't have a lot of icks in the beginning, right? Because I feel like I did what I was supposed to do.
Right.
I took a full year. I researched a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't even make no money my first year of business, okay? Mm-hmm. But now that things are growing and moving in more functionality, my biggest ick is when people don't believe you. That's probably my biggest thing. It doesn't bother me, but it's an ick.
Say it again for the people.
When they don't believe you.
And I'm going to piggyback off that and say I'm 7 years in.
Yeah.
So I think the most financial year I've had of my 7 years was year 3 and 4. Mm-hmm. I dropped a gift box. I dropped a graphic T-shirt, and I was able to repeatedly sell out of the orders that I had. And I was ordering like, as far as the shirts, 100 to 150 at a time.
But see, that's normal though. Realistically, if you think about it, your first couple years, you don't even get a salary paid out to yourself from working no business. There's a lot of people that don't even get a salary paid out to them within 5-10 years down the line. Realistically, it's one of them things that you're blessed if you get a salary or even a tip of a payment to yourself when you're working your business. But I think that, making those automations, being consistent with what you have to do, sacrificing, that grinding, that no sleep, that putting your schedule to the test, man, listen.
Discipline, structure. And I will say this, the difference in year 1 and year 2 is the structure.
It is.
It's the structure.
Because you go from like planning and then actually piloting.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
That's for sure.
I think an ick for me in business would be scheduling. I'm such a free flow person. Like,
it's hard.
The success for me has never been about like a dollar amount or like a social status or how I'm living. It's more so me waking up and doing what I want to do on my own time.
So do you feel like when you get to that point of having to schedule a lot of things, does it make you feel like a 9 to 5?
No, it just makes me feel like I got a lot of shit to do and it's over me. Yep. So as I think of like how my business grows, when it comes to scheduling, it's because I'm a mom, I'm a driver, I'm a chauffeur, I'm a nurse, I'm a chef, and I'm a house cleaner.
Yes.
On top of being a woman, on top of being a sister, a daughter,
everything, all of the things.
I have to schedule my life, and then I have to incorporate my personal life.
Yeah.
And you know, with my in my relationship as well too, it's like the ick. It's like just the scheduling and not really having enough meat.
But realistically, it will get better.
It does.
And I
It
feel
does.
like I try to reiterate as many times as I can to my clients. Like, I'm starting to commit to my schedule,
Yeah.
so you have to commit to your schedule.
Right.
And the only real thing I feel like kind of delays it is because we get lax.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
That's it.
Because realistically, we know the tips and the bits, what we need to do to have a bomb ass schedule. Make sure we got free time, work time,
Right.
flow time.
It's a
you know what I'm
sacrifice
saying?
of doing it.
It's just sitting there, sticking
Yep.
to it, just like social media. Same thing. Just sitting there, sticking to it,
Consistency.
and planning.
Consistency.
Yep.
Yep.
But well, Miss Ma'am,
Yeah. It could be in a weed smoker. That's the last one.
sorry, I'm just so excited that we actually did our first intro video. Like, y'all,
It took us 8
we've
minutes
been
to get
planning
here.
for like almost 6 weeks now for this rollout.
Yeah, into January. Into January because we used all of February to schedule and plan.
To schedule and plan.
Like we're just literally working off of a calendar that we created over 5 weeks ago.
Exactly. So
These are
realistically, ick about us being a weed smoker. I wish there was a bomb ass perfume that could take weed smoke, you know, the smell away. Because I feel like
You don't like blunt effects?
so blunt effects works, but not really.
I'm gonna show you.
I feel
this
like
stuff I
sometimes
got.
it can enhance it, and realistically, if you smoke good weed, like
Yeah, that's true.
it's going to
I'm
attach
gonna show
to
you
you. It's
this
going to
stuff.
attach to you regardless.
I got this spray from a
Mhm.
black-owned dispensary here off of
Okay.
Blue Ridge.
Okay,
So I'm gonna bring it to you because you smoke more than me, for real.
for sure, for sure.
And you're in Missouri, so you have access to like.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's my biggest ick. And I know that seems like a small ick, but realistically, the other stuff don't matter. It really be the smell because outside of that, nobody really even be knowing that I smoke.
Who's
Like,
gonna know?
I'm telling you,
Who's gonna
I
know?
kept it a secret for a long time. People
Who's
would
gonna know?
never
Like,
guess
I'm sure when we walked in here, nobody knew.
because we pretty.
But when we walked in that art show,
It was like woo,
everybody knew. It was like
We was
Method Man
loud.
and Red
Everybody
Man.
was turning around. Like when you start to see people's
Yeah.
faces turn like
Like they all was just like
they're trying to find
I
the
just felt so
smell.
bad, but I didn't care. We laughed that whole night away.
Yo, it was so fun though. I can't even.
It was.
When we was even taking content, we was like, yo, the eye level
It was high
is
level.
speaking cookies.
I was like, look at us, Bree.
It was hilarious. But okay, so what's your ick?
It would be Dirty Woods.
Ugh.
Like,
you
okay.
smoke those?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay,
But
girl.
like, because like I
I was
said,
saying.
I'm not like it's so crazy because
Oh my god.
I like white owls. I like white
Oh,
Russians.
they do be smooth,
Yeah, I like white
but they
Russians.
burn
I
too
like,
fast.
but I like the slow burns. So
Oh,
I
okay,
get
okay,
the
okay.
slow burns.
Okay.
But I know a lot of people are like, oh, you should smoke papers and blah, blah, blah. So I do like the hemp wraps too.
Mhm.
But if it was up to me, I'd rather just smoke out of a piece. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
And I actually had a piece. I had an elephant head because I love elephants.
Ooh,
But
yeah.
shout out to my best friend Markayla. I
Hey,
ended up leaving it at
girl.
her house. So
I might
it's
need
been
me an
hers.
elephant too.
Yeah, I actually, when I moved from Memphis back home to Michigan,
Yeah.
I got it in one of the gas stations I stopped in. It's just like, it's like big as a coffee cup.
Ooh, okay.
And you just, it doesn't have an out, so you just light it
Okay.
and then, you know, it goes to the elephant head. But it's the cutest little thing with like an actual pipe top.
Mhm.
So I loved it because it was like antique looking.
Yes.
But if I could, I would do like a hitter or like a piece. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now I don't like packing. I think that's another thing. But if I could have it my
Ugh.
way and really like, if I could wake up and take 30 minutes to actually enjoy my high, I swear to God, I'd dab.
First of all,
Because it's easy.
do the dab again, Anna. Chandala. that dab was so strong in this blazer. Listen, let us behave before we not be able to come back to messages. No, but they've been real cool.
They loved us.
They've been so
They've been the
amazing.
flavor.
Again, Bonnets, Business, and Blunts.
Thank you for joining us. We can't wait to see y'all again.
Yes. Ooh, next
Easy.
episode.
It started. Herdsman hand rub. I'm excited.
We really got some shit accomplished.
We did.
Chandala.
Period.
Chandala.
Period.
Yes, so we will be trying to get episodes uploaded every Monday. It's going to be your wake and bake, so to say.
It's going to be for the early bosses. So we're looking at 5:30 a.m. Wake up, get your day started, light that blunt.
Be about your schedule, cuz.
Be encouraged, be ignited. Make sure you guys follow us on our pages.
Yes.
We also are open to taking different letters, like if you guys have questions or if you guys have anything that you want to ask us about business, anything that you want to hear more about,
for sure,
definitely you can email us. We'll have that put up at the bottom, so make sure you get that.
Contact at bonnetsbusinessandblunts.com.
Yeah.
So feel free to send any topics that you want to talk about, any questions, you know, especially about strings.
Yeah.
And I mean,
anything
on the other side of the business,
yeah.
I'm like, look, if you got questions about bonnets,
if you're wanting to start, if you have a bonnet line,
please holler at us.
Send it.
Because we're trying to do some promo for y'all.
And see, the thing is,
and melting bands.
Yeah,
I'm with the melting bands for sure.
I want the bonnets. My hair goes to the middle of my back. It's up in this Tinkerbell bun right now, but
and it looks snatched.
It is.
Mwah.
We've enjoyed y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed us. We can't wait to talk to you. Help you get this business rolling. It's been real. It's been easy.
Big boss friend, Break Easy.
And
Twinning with my friend
TGCEO. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all on.
She got a little yante on her neck, like blue all the Hondas at the spread. I told her it's nap time with it red. Bro, rush for Giado, what I said. Sipping lean, but got no sinus. I can turn to a mad scientist. Boy, the jetting like any climate. Bitches trying to climb over and dying. Throw 11 like Matt Ryan. Most my bitches and me are tied in. Heard her heart with no nail spawned in. I'ma watch it like Wi-Fi.
Clear water on her neck, nigga, don't see it sharp.